ground-shaking explosion at the state border, the blast and fire all caught on camera in Waukegan, Illinois. So strong, it even shook parts of Wisconsin. Officials say 3 people are still missing after the blast at AB Specialty Silicone. 4 others sent to the hospital. We sent News Chopper 12 to this breaking story overnight. You can see the factory blown to pieces. 12 News' Matt Salemi reports from above.
An explosion destroys a building in Lake County, Illinois. It's on the Waukegan-Gurnee border at the intersection of Sunset and Northwestern. When we arrived on the scene, firefighters were shooting water on it, and all that was burning was this gas line here. You can see shooting flames into the night sky. But then a few minutes later, a ball of flames erupted from the center of the twisted wreckage. You can see the building is totally destroyed. Pieces of the roof blown off, the walls blown out, the frame of the building completely twisted and mangled, and debris showered down, burying cars in the parking lot and shooting debris out into the intersection, into the roads as well. Firefighters keeping their distance. Only 2 water towers putting water on the flames right now. It appears to still be a very volatile situation. Firefighters will have their hands full well into the early morning hours. Above the scene in News Chopper 12, Matt Salemi, WISN 12 News.
A new video shows the skeleton of the factory from the ground. Officials call the scene very dangerous because of the chemicals from the factory. They say their biggest danger is the chemicals starting the fire again. However, the area is safe for residents who live nearby. And the ground-shaking explosion damaged another building in the area. Water flooded the floors and the ceiling ripped off in part. It's not clear where the water is coming from, but it created damage all over that building. Stay with us throughout the morning on air and online on WISN.com for the latest updates. New this morning, family has confirmed the identity of the victim of Grafton's first homicide in nearly 4 decades. The sister of 34-year-old Brent Fitch says he was stabbed to death in his home. She told 12 News Fitch had served in the Air Force and moved to Wisconsin for a job.
He was a good man. And I don't think he did a lot to keep he kept a lot of people out because he had a really kind heart, and I think he was scared to show the world. And I'm really sad he's not here anymore.
Police are still trying to piece together what exactly led up to Fitch's death. Caroline Reinwald takes us to the crime scene where the investigation is ongoing.
Well, police arrested an 18-year-old woman here on scene. They were here yesterday since about 2:30 in the morning, and you can see them bringing out bags of evidence the size of lawn and leaf bags, piling them on the sidewalk. By Friday night, Grafton police had been on scene at 9th and Spring Street for nearly 20 hours. With the intersection blocked off, investigators were seen taking boxes of evidence out of the corner house where police say a man was stabbed to death inside.
In the 3 years I've been here, I've never heard of any murder or homicide or anything.
It's the first homicide in Grafton since 1982. At Friday's scene, Grafton police were sent to this house to perform a welfare check. When they arrived, they found an injured 18-year-old woman inside and a 34-year-old man stabbed to death inside his own home. Police arrested that 18-year-old. Investigators say she's from California and was there to meet or stay with that man. Neighbors told me they've never seen a crime like this in Grafton.
Quiet neighborhood, lots of little kids, so I mean the most you hear is, kids playing outside.
To be honest, I don't think it's totally sunk in yet. So yeah, I think when I talk it through with my wife, some more emotions will come out.
It's difficult to tell what's inside those evidence bags there. They've been keeping us pretty far away from the house on the corner, blocking off that intersection altogether. But we do know the police are going to give some sort of an update at some point today. Reporting in Grafton, Caroline Reinwald, WISN 12 News.
All right, 7:06 on the time now. A deadly shooting in a Milwaukee intersection. The windshield of one car was sprayed with bullets yesterday at 27th and Forest Home. Police say the shooting killed a 22-year-old man. The police spokesperson said a woman was also injured by glass. The crime scene shut down the intersection for hours. An iconic Milwaukee restaurant opened again after getting shut down for a rodent problem. The health department did an inspection at Mader's last night. It cleared the restaurant to open temporarily. The sign switched from closed to grade pending. Inspectors found rat droppings, dead mice, and a dead rat inside the restaurant Thursday. They closed it for 24 hours. The health department says there will be another inspection next week.
It would still be on my mind, definitely. I don't know if I would feel comfortable.
I think we need to have some faith in them in order to support a local institution.
Mader's released a statement that reads in part, quote, "This is the first time our restaurant has ever had any issue like this, and we continue to be committed to providing our guests with a clean, safe, and enjoyable eating environment." The restaurant also suggested the demolition of the Bradley Center might have driven the rodents into nearby buildings. And a nail-biter up until the end. The Bucks won Game 3 against the Celtics. Statistics say they should win this playoff series. The team that won Game 3 after tying typically goes on to win the series 78% of the time. Kyrie Irving burned the Bucks early in the revenge series, but Milwaukee's defense woke up in the second quarter. Giannis, aggressive on the offense, driving 2 of his 32 points. He also made 16 of 22 free throws. The Bucks adding 40 points in the third and finished off the Celtics in the fourth. The Bucks win 123-116 for a 2-1 series lead.
We definitely have a lot of momentum. We got to keep playing good basketball, but at the end of the day, we got to keep defending. In Game 4, they're going to definitely play harder, but we got to be ready. We got to be the one that hits first.
Game 4 is Monday in Boston at 6 p.m. Game 5 will be Wednesday in Milwaukee.
Hard played, hard fought on both sides.
The Portland Trail Blazers managed to outlast the Denver Nuggets in a playoff game that went into a record-tying quadruple overtime. This is only the second time this has happened in NBA playoff history. The first was in 1953 between the Celtics and the Syracuse Nationals. The Blazers now have a 2-1 lead in the Western Conference semifinals.